games. There's plenty of experience in your group. What have you all helped the young guys understand about what's going to be required tonight and then Sunday back at your place?
No, just focus, just ultimate focus, attention to details, staying on those guys, cracking the whip as much as we can, let them not get carried away. So I got to go in there and tell them we didn't do anything yet, calm them down, and we got to get back, get some rest, and get ready to do it again. So just.
Well, on the back of two unlikely veterans, the Houston Rockets got it done here in Game 6 and forced a Game 7. Fred VanVleet was awesome in this game, and the unsuspecting hero of this game was Steven Adams. Absolutely dominating the game. He played the most minutes he had in any game this season and really made an impact on the court. Fred mentioned focus was such an important factor, and I think that's what his veteran presence brings to this squad, and it's why it's so important. He put up 28, 8, and 8 on the court. He really did everything for this team. When things got, stale in the half-court offense, he would come in and make these big-time buckets, or just slow them down in certain situations to not get out of hand and let the Warriors go on runs. He was great in this game and was the reason why they're still in this playoffs, and now they have the momentum going into Game 7 at their place. Who knows? This team works hard. Their defense is their backbone of the team. Ime Udoka has made such good adjustments for this team, and it's just kind of fitting the way they're playing. These guys have been the underdogs, and they love playing with that mentality. Let's look at this play right here, setting the screen very high. He gets to this double team situation and goes into the hezzy. Notice how they're not worried at Steven Adams at all. That's when he dives to the basket, and by the time he catches inside that restricted area, it's too late because he's already so close to the basket. He just has to lay it in. Fred has been such a spark for the Rockets, being a much needed offensive facilitator and just making things happen in the half-court offense. Steven Adams is one of the strongest players in the game, so when he sets screens, the defender doesn't get through. Jimmy is not able to fight through that screen very fast, and it allows Fred to get open shots. In the playoffs, sometimes you just have to make tough shots. There's going to be very hard defense and such a focus on emphasis. Both teams know what their game plan is against each other, so there's going to be contested shots, and if you want to move on, you got to make tough ones. At this point in the game, the Warriors were going on a run to end the second quarter and go into the halftime. Fred slowed them down smartly and made sure they got a good possession. The main speculation of this Rockets team was experience going into the playoffs. VanVleet really emphasizes this for this team, and that's why he's so important. After not being the blow-by buddy, he resets and makes sure they get a good possession. With Sengun coming to set the screen, Draymond has to come up and help, and that forces him out of the help position down by the rim. Fred notices this, so he rejects the screen and attacks the gaps hard. With all the space open in the paint, help side has to come from somewhere else, and Jimmy Butler comes up to help. That leaves Thompson open in the dunker spot, and that's an easy pass and play to make. Simple 2-on-1 basketball for an easy basket. The veteran presence of VanVleet allowed them to go into halftime on a positive note. Another screen and roll to force defenders to make decisions. At this point, they're in a tough situation. With Sengun on the roll, Draymond can't leave the ball, so Jimmy's going to have to come up and help again, leaving Thompson free once again. VanVleet then attacks to get to the middle, and then Thompson just has to fly to the high post, and he got his easy jump shot there. In previous games, when Draymond was in the paint, the Houston Rockets struggled to get baskets, so they're constantly putting him in actions at the top of the key to keep him out of the paint, keep him out of help side defense. Now Dre's playing catch-up, and Sengun gets to the paint, stops on a dime, pivots, gets post, flying in the air, hits him, and one basket. This is that IQ and having that experience in the moment, not getting sped up and making bad decisions. When Fred catches, there's 2.7 left on the shot clock, but he knows Jimmy's going to have to come out and close out very hard, so he just makes one more extra pass to get an even better look to Jabari Smith, who has been playing great this game. Just super clutch plays here, 2 timely threes, knocks down this and one, which really put them in momentum and put them on a run to start this fourth quarter, which they absolutely just dominated and closed out the game. They made sure the Warriors wouldn't be able to hang around with these threes. And then kind of a broken play here. The offensive rebounds, sometimes they lose the shooters. That's usually what happens. You can get open threes off of offensive rebounds because the defense isn't set up. They're already running down in transition. So you're going to get open looks that way. But Fred VanVleet was super great tonight, and he's been playing at a nice level, honestly. He's been clutch for this team, doing everything they need, making timely threes, facilitating in the half-court offense, and just being that veteran presence this team needs, and that's the reason why they're in a Game 7. I'm excited for this game. Let's go.